Hello and welcome. Today we'll be drawing a flying saucer. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add some details to this thing. The way to do that without losing our outline is to take our outline layer and duplicate it. I'm going to rename this Outline 2. Okay? I'll take my outline layer and I'll deselect it. Then I'll select the Outline 2 layer. I'll hit Control D, so now I'm deselected entirely. Then I'll take my eraser, I'll make it very small, so it'll be about a 2. And I'm going to cut a line right here, and I'm going to cut a line right here. Okay, now I'm going to take my magic wand tool and select. Now you can see I can select all of this area because I'm on outline 2. Now I'm going to add a layer. I'm going to take my shape tool with ellipse and with the draw shape outline selected. I'm going to move layer 7 to the top, the very top. And now I'll take my tool like this and I'll start creating new lines like that. And I want it to kind of come along just like this, so it has that rounded look to it. Okay, so you always want to have them come to the same point, and then you just bring them out like that and stretch them out like that. Okay, and we'll do one more right here like this. We'll stick that like this. Just play around with these things, you know, think of different ways you can design your flying saucer. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Now we'll take our line tool and we'll add some random lines. If you could imagine drawing a line to the center point of this spaceship. So right now, if you think a center of this oval, okay, all the lines have to be pointing down in towards that. And you can make different designs that look kind of cool and spacey. Right, so just make sure they all kind of gel with the way the ship needs to look. And you can create different designs, so you can take the ellipse tool and you can add little things like this here and there. Kind of give it the look of alien technology. You can try other shapes too. There's a diamond shape here, you can use that. You can add a diamond shape. Lots of cool things you can do there. Now you want to clean up the rest of this, so you don't need this part right here or right here. So we're going to zoom in. We're going to take our eraser, bring it up to about 10 or so, and we're just going to cut off this excess that we don't need. Okay, just like that. Okay, now we're good there. So I am going to take layer 7 now. I put the details onto the main body, which is this color right here. So I'm going to crunch this layer 7 down into the main body. Okay? Now I'm still selecting this whole spacecraft. So now I'm going to add another level, and I'm going to slip it right above the level called bottom color, which I know is this color right here. Now I'm on layer 7. I've got the bottom color area selected. I can start doing details on the bottom color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my line. I'm going to select what the bottom color is, except I'm going to make it much darker. Okay. And I am going to start making lines that are thick. So I've got 10 selected. Okay. And I'm going to start by doing that. And the next one is going to be a little bit more rounded. And the one after that is going to be even more rounded, like this. See? And the same thing is happening on the other side, but it's going to be rounded this way. Okay? And then again this way. And you're going to keep going around, and it's going to get wider and wider and more slanted than it was before as you go around the spaceship. Okay? Now you want to bring your brush size down to about an 8 as you keep going, because you're getting further and further away. Like that. And you want to keep it curved. But now it's going to start to flatten out more and more. Okay. Now you're going to bring your brush size down to a 6. And you're going to keep going this way. And that way. And just come around like this. Now you don't have to worry about curving it so much on the back like this. Okay. Now 5 on the brush size. Make it even smaller. Like that. Now, zoom out. Okay, cool. Now we're going to take our paintbrush and we're going to bring it up to about a 15. Yep, okay. Now we'll take white and we're going to make a line like that, a line like this, a blob like that, like that, like that, like that. Now we'll bring this brush down to 10, like this, like that, and keep doing that. Then we'll bring the brush size down to 5, and you're going to make dots along the back like this, just like that. And you want to make them slightly bigger the closer you get, like that. Okay, good. You're going to go to Effects, you're going to go to Blurs, you're going to go to Radial Blur. Now, remember, you're not blurring the entire ship, you're only blurring this layer 7, which contains the colors and things that you put in. So, move this cursor around. I would move this up a little bit, like that. And then move the cursor around until it looks about right. You want it to look as though it's spinning. There you go. That looks pretty good. I'm going to hit OK. I'm happy with that. I'm going to take layer 7. I'm going to merge it into bottom color. Okay, so now I've got this color, the bottom color. Now I need to do the top. I'll go back to, I'm on outline 2. I'm going to go to my top color layer, and I'm going to add a new layer. Now I'm going to add special effects to this like I did on the green part, where I'll take the original color, I'll make it darker. I'll take my line tool, and I will take about a 2. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to start making different lines and patterns that look kind of extraterrestrial in nature, just like that. Okay. Make that a little darker on the edges here so you can see it more, it's more pronounced. Just like that. I think that looks pretty good as a base model for the spaceship. So I'm going to take layer 7 and I am going to crunch it into the top color. I also no longer need the outline layer, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that one, or outline 2. Now I'll keep outline 1, I'll turn that back on.